Tonight, a 13-year-old boy is dead.
And some believe his death could have been avoided. Good evening, I'm Walter Cryan.
And I'm Karen Adams. Early this morning, a West Warwick apartment house caught fire. That fire raged out of control, sending several people to the hospital. But could it have been avoided? Tonight, many questions remain about a lack of firefighters and a lack of water pressure in West Warwick. Channel 12's Ted Wayman has been covering that story all day, and he joins us now with more. Ted, what's at the center of this controversy?
Karen, it seems to be manpower or lack of it in West Warwick. Well, maybe the hardest part to believe about this story is that witnesses claim 15 minutes after the blaze broke out, it was not out of control. Channel 12 photographer Chris Removich was on the scene even before flames broke out. But it became apparent that a lack of manpower would allow the fire to eventually rage out of control.
The fire truck pulled up. There was one guy on the truck. That one guy, what could he do? We helped him string up some lines. The guy tried to go in the building. I mean, he gave it his all, but what's one guy going to do?
It was engine 3 that showed up. One guy, there's not much you can really do with one guy coming up on a fire truck.
And firefighters would face another problem, low water pressure. As you can see at the top of this ladder, the hose was not shooting water at full force.
And the water pressure just went completely down until there was no water just about trickling out of the hose. I don't know, maybe if they'd had more water pressure, they could have fought it better.
At one point, water became so scarce, firefighters were forced to draw water from a nearby river.
And I can't see why they're going to get water from a river. Why don't they have another fire hydrant in this corner?
By this morning, it was confirmed that 13-year-old Roy Goslin had died inside the apartment house. Other members of his family suffered second and third-degree burns and remain hospitalized. Today, those who survived the blaze could do little else but watch investigators search for a cause. Fire marshals believe the fire may have started in this furnace, a fire that many believe could have been controlled before it was too late.
When I arrived, flames were shooting out the window. We did have a water problem. We had an exposure problem, and we do have a manpower problem in West Warwick.
My daughter knows the little boy. Matter of fact, my kids know most of the kids in there. It's just a shame.
Also tonight, 20 people that lived in that 6-unit apartment house are homeless. It's likely the building will be declared a complete loss by fire marshals.
So, Ted, what did you find out today, if anything, about the manpower situation, the manning of trucks?
Well, in West Warwick, they have minimum manning, 1 fireman, 1 truck, and that's the way it has been for a long time, and that's, well, it likely will be in West Warwick for some time unless they change that. Mayor Mike LeVake said that will be